Hello again. I know you're seeing lots of me this week, and that's okay. You'd see lots of me if we were seated class, so here we go. I want to give you a little bit of an overview and some specifics too of the research log. This is a semester-long project, and it's going to have every source that you use in any paper. Okay, and I've set up in our schedule when you should have this many, and so that will be, hopefully that'll help you keep on track. To get there, in our black left-hand side, okay, so on the left-hand side, the list of links, and this one is called Research Log. If you click on that, you get this kind of blank page, and you want to read first the thing that's underlined there, which is Research Log, and then use the template that's in there to make each of your research logs. And you're going to, like I said, you're going to do one for every source you use in any paper during the semester. And so it's a little bit of keeping track of things and helping you understand where things come from and why. This is the electronic version of the 3x5 cards, if that means anything to you. So I'm going to walk through this real quick and then let you get back to work. The research log is to document each of the sources you locate and consider using. It's fine if you include a source in your research log that doesn't end up being used in one of the papers, but anything you have in the papers has to be in the research log. If you turn in a paper and there are sources on there that aren't in your research log, you lose 10 points for each unmessed with source. Okay. You're going to need to copy and paste the template chart directly into your entry message area and then fill the chart out. Okay. You can also save an entry as a draft if you don't have time to finish it all at once, and that's okay, but be aware that I can't see the drafts. I can see that you have one, but I can't see it. And so make sure that you go back in and hit submit for each of those. Do not use file attachments in there. It really gums up the works. Okay, so create a separate research log for each source. Okay, so don't put 2 or 3 together, one at a time. And then the assignment is meant to help you with your research process, kind of show you where things are and what you look at and all of that. Complete the template in a style that works for you. At least bulleted phrases, okay? Sentences, short paragraphs, whatever works for you, but make sure that you have all the information there. And I'm going to walk through that real quick. So in the template, you have source information and research recap is the first section. And so here's the first box is for your APA APA references citation for the source. Make sure you include a working URL for any kind of online source, okay? Date of research session, when did you do this? Where did you look? Is it a database? Is it a library? Is it Google? Keep Google to a minimum. Always prefer working through the library databases, okay? Content. Which part of the project will this particular source help you with? Now, you may not know at the beginning when you're looking at things where it's actually going to go. So think about different possibilities, identifying the problem, showing that there's a real problem, its severity, who's affected, personal accounts of things, cause and effects, past attempts, suggested attempts, your solution's feasibility, or something else. Okay, figure out where it goes as you move along. It's helpful. Progress, what research questions did the source answer, if any? Inquiry process, what else did you learn from the source that maybe you didn't expect? New questions do you have? Have you made any changes to your questions or research process? And then, what are you going to use from this? Summaries, paraphrases, quotes. Label those, okay? And then, where are you in your research process? Are you facing research or writing challenges? How do you plan to overcome them? What challenges or problems did you already solve? Basically, situate this particular source of your workload, okay? And that's for every source. If you look at your course schedule, you'll see that B1, okay, is the first research log entry, okay? And so after that, we kind of lay them out. I have you doing things so that you end up with the amount of sources you need before you turn in your annotated bibliography, which I'll talk about in another video. And so since it requires 8 sources, 2 by 2 by 2 by 2, then you need to have at least 8 research logs by the time you get to the final draft of the annotated bibliography. And then after that, it's just a matter of adding a few more as you go along, okay? I expect that there will be at least 12 when we're done at the end of the semester with the research log, 12 sources. So keep that running around the back of your head, and then make sure that you keep up with this. And while it is a little bit tedious and clunky, research is tedious and clunky sometimes. So do this. It'll be helpful. It's a good practice. Some of the stuff will help you tremendously. Other stuff, not so much. That's okay. I want to make sure that it helps everybody, at least a little. And so it may not be as helpful for you in some areas as others, but that's okay. Sometimes we just have to kind of muddle along and trust the process. And this is one of those times. So keep that in mind. Let me know if you have questions about it or if you have any trouble with it. Like I said, the entry for it is right there on the left side, down below. I think it's below anyway. It's in that same area that the modules are in, so shouldn't be too hard to find. Again, let me know if you have questions. I'm happy to help.